We made a documentary on the history of aerospace in Southern California. My dad was in the defense industry and he sold airplanes all over the world. And when people ask, well, where were you when Neil Armstrong walked on the moon? And my answer is my father was selling planes to Norway and Holland, and he got very close to Prince Bernhard, married to Queen Juliana of the Netherlands, the longest reigning monarch along with Queen Elizabeth. And we were at their palace called Soestdijk, and I watched Neil Armstrong. Actually, at dinner that night, I said, Your Highness, Neil Armstrong is going to get off the lunar module and walk at 3:30 a.m. palace time, and I've got to be up for it. And a butler in a kind of a white tuxedo awoke me, and I went down to what passes for a TV room in a palace, and I watched Neil Armstrong walk on the moon sitting next to Queen Juliana and Prince Bernhard.
I don't think any of us knew, certainly as kids, I don't think we really knew we were privileged. You just knew what your life was. And when we grew up a little bit enough to be able to travel, to be able to go around the world with our parents or go to other places, other communities in the country, then you start to see the difference and you start to understand a little bit of the difference. But celebrities are just people too, is what I kind of grew up learning, was the fact that whatever the public persona of it is, ultimately people just want to have lives, talk about baseball, talk about food, gossip, have affairs, whatever they were doing in their lives. And if you see like Roddy McDowall's home movies of the A-list crowd in the 70s.
Your parents are in them.
My parents are in them. I'm actually in one of them, bouncing around in a pool in the backyard in one of them. But those movies sort of showed the life. That's why people, I think, reacted to them so well, is you just saw this sort of inside the bubble view of celebrities kicking back.